Welcome to the Scorch. The world outside's hanging on by a very thin thread. Beyond this door lies the beginning of your new lives.
Hi, I'm Mike Seymour from fxguide.com for Wired. Weta Digital has just completed work on the Scorch Trials, the new Maze Runner sequel for director Wes Ball. Now, this film has about twice the budget of the earlier film, but initial box office indicates that money was very well spent. In the sequel, Wes Ball has a much broader and bigger canvas to paint on. In the first film, the story kind of meant that we would never actually see everything, well, not until the end. But in this film, our heroes see virtually nothing but vast horizons and huge empty cities. Typically, environment work or set extensions are built with almost like kit componentry that's then textured. What's fascinating about this film is how Weta built and textured this mythical post-apocalyptic city. Now, we only ever see the city destroyed, but to get the accurate ruins, Weta built normal buildings and then ran a series of destruction simulations on them. So we have not just some 3D modelled rubble or some bent reinforcing, but sort of plausibly accurate destruction. The debris in these shots actually fell there. It wasn't just placed by an artist. And this is really unusual. Normally, visual effects companies are paid to make and film the destruction of cities, not to destroy everything beforehand accurately and then just only show us the desolate results afterwards. Not only were the buildings all accurately modelled, but there were no matte paintings, not even for the distant ruins, at the insistence of veteran VFX supervisor Richard Hollander. But Weta's team took it even a step further than that. All the buildings are unique, they're not just copied and pasted, they're all there in the same environment, all correctly reflecting light and shadowing each other as they would, thanks to Weta's new Manuka renderer. Chris White, who headed Weta's team, told us not only did the entire world get built and rendered as one, but even the texturing was done primarily by simulations and not by hand painting. All the kind of water and rust textures that you see are not hand-drawn. Chris's team actually ran water simulations. Not that you'll actually get to see them, of course. And all the kind of flapping cloth and plastic, you guessed it, they encased each building in some kind of giant sort of sock cloth simulation, and then the cloth caught on only those parts of the building that cloth would catch on. In fact, for all the deserts we actually see in this film, director Wes Ball only ever had 3 actual sand dunes to film on. The rest are all sand simulations. Even the patina of the worn concrete was weathered with particle simulations. Basically, if this city ever got built and then deserted, this is a vastly accurate simulation of what it would actually look like. The environment work then extended to inside the building, where the underground sewers are home to the zombie-like cranks. Although the lesser infected souls above ground were basically done with physical makeup by ADI, the really evil cranks below were fully CGI motion captured, with double-jointed circus actors providing the motion. They were then modelled with a cross between some kind of vine-like vegetation and a horrendous real disease that Chris White found online called subcutaneous horn, and trust me, do not Google images of that. In the end, of course, most of our gladers survived, but there is always that third film that Wes Ball is about to go into pre-production of as we speak. Well, please subscribe for more behind-the-scenes action. I'm Mike Seymour for Wired.